OMG's latest advancement in technology and service, the all-new Tow Marketing Center. Tow Marketing Center is where your marketing products are powered and where our team is maximizing results. OMG Tow Marketing Center allows you to check in on your schedule, on your device, and to discuss performance with the tow team at your convenience. Visit omgtowmarketing.com.
American Towman TV.
Hello, I'm Emily Oz for Tow Industry Week. We hear from an insider at Miller Industries about their latest and greatest to hit the market, the M100, a first in towing.
Since last fall, the orders have been rolling in for the Century M100, the market's first 100-ton rotator. Miller Industries released the new model to much fanfare in October 2019. Take a look at the rig in action. Petroff Towing in Caseyville, Illinois, cemented their place in history by taking order of the first M100 in the world. We caught up with Miller's John Hawkins recently to hear more about why the M100 was developed.
The goal was that we didn't want to see our customers that in the high-end capacity rotator market go to a competitor. We want to set the goal for the M100 to truthfully pick up 200,000 pounds, which we picked up in excess of 220,000 pounds. And we set the bar. We have the widest outrigger stance. We travel the furthest distance. We offer more features and benefits than any other rotator that's ever been built. The one thing that I want to say about this is we worked with a whole new group of the young engineers that have just been on board with a short time or been maybe less than 5 years. And we had zero hitches. It really made me proud of the team and also knew that we were in very good standings as we moved forward, as we're seeing our older guys retire. So I was very, very impressed with what we were able to accomplish. We had zero issues with the machine during the testing process.
And now let's take a look at the video created by Miller Industries that gives a full inside look into the secret mission which produced the M100, dubbed Project Wildwood.
You've heard the rumors, the whispers, the speculations. But what is Wildwood? Where did it come from? How did it begin? This is the story of Wildwood.
I guess this really dates back to November 2017, really. I mean, so many years we've had customers asking us for more. And, after that Baltimore Tow Show, we got on the airplane and coming home, and that's when it all started. I mean, I don't even remember who was there, John.
Yeah, there was Vince, myself, Jeff, Billy, Kip. Coming back on that plane and listening to the customers from that show, they kept pressing us. We need a little bit more. We need this.
That night on the way back, I think we spent 2 hours on the airplane talking about, what does it got to be? I mean, Jeff was all in on the project. We just started looking at, the products that were out in the marketplace, ours and our competitors. And I think, John, you sort of spiked the ball on that one and said, we got to beat them all. I think we got back Sunday night. Monday morning, I called a meeting and asked Joel to come down to my office. I said, I'm gonna give you your dream shot.
We had this whole new group of engineers coming up, and we were kind of in the middle. I think timing, was really a unique part of it. What do you remember from that?
We wanted to do something that had never been done, but we wanted to do it everywhere. Reach, outrigger stance. There's nothing about this truck that anybody's ever done.
With a plan in place and goals set, Miller's engineering team begins the enormous task of designing the world's largest rotator.
I spent most of my time doing F.E.As on subframe. It takes so much time to do these. One of these F.E.A. models can take 12 hours to run. And the time constraints that we're in, we broke this apart among 3 or 4 engineers. So somebody got the boom, somebody got the wrecker frame. I got the subframe, so we worked months and months and months. I know we've been working on FEAs for 5 months.
The engineers are under pressure to complete their individual FEAs so that production can start on time.
FEA is a finite element analysis. Long story short, we can take a structure, whether it be the boom, the outriggers, the subframe, and that's how we break it up. We can predict what the loads are going to be and apply those loads back to the unit and predict where those stresses are going to be. And then depending on how hot those stresses are, we can reinforce that area, move plates around to try to help the structure.
We had a base. I took a couple different trucks and the best aspects of all of them and combined them and stretched them. And then we, built upon what we already had, making things better, taking, for example, the extension system, taking the load off the cable, putting them back to the cylinder.
The engineers are in uncharted territory and the pressure is mounting. Joel and his team must complete all required FEAs before production.
My name is Michael A. I'm Senior Automation Specialist here at Miller Industries. I'm in charge of programming all this machinery, down from the laser to the plasma to the robotics. This project was a big deal. We had hundreds of parts to cut inside. We had a short timeline and lots to do in a short amount of time.
We'll be cutting most of this stuff in-house. So we're basically going through all the weldments, getting weights for those materials so we can go ahead and start ordering a lot of material. And we will cut these on the laser and the water jets in-house.
While many of the parts are fabricated in-house on Miller Industries' state-of-the-art laser and water jet, some of the parts are so large, no machine on site can do the job.
Some of the parts on this truck are just so big that we're gonna have to order them outside. It was really exciting and stressful in the beginning because you're just thinking about how we're gonna do it. And, you start talking to vendors about it and then all of a sudden you see a couple 1,000-pound bearing show up and you're like, okay, it's on.
It's been 18 months since we started this. Your thoughts about just leading the project, your team, everybody behind you. I mean, you've run more, FEA analysis than probably on any truck we've ever produced. I mean, What do you think?
This was the largest team effort from the Miller Engineering Group. It's the biggest group project that we've ever had. There's not an engineer that didn't have some kind of input, whether it just be in design review meetings or we had some new young engineers, David Freeman, Cody Riddle. These guys just jumped in, asking questions, pulled up their sleeves and did work, and did some amazing work. We laid out all of our goals, and I believe we've hit all those goals. We've got the reach, we've got the stance, and we've got the weight.
So I guess this really all comes down to, that final day of testing.
The team has spent months running tests. Now the time has come to start bringing these designs to life.
We're here live testing the M100.
After all the calculations and all the time spent doing FEAs, it's good to finally get to do some testing and see some real-world numbers.
The Miller Industries team has never before tested loads exceeding 150,000 pounds. Upgraded testing equipment has been installed, including a load cell with a capacity of 220,000 pounds.
97, 98, 99, 99,
200,000. When he came off after hitting his marks, he was just shaking and he was wooing, and I saw that excitement that I saw each time.
Yep, we just made the 200,000 pick.
Man, we just picked up 200,000 pounds. This is like the greatest day of my life.
200,000 pounds and more to go. There's still more in there. It's very exciting.
Over 200,000 pounds.
I'd venture to say that's the biggest lift that's ever been documented.
Yep.
That's definitely the biggest lift anybody's taken a picture of and seen it live. So It's amazing.
It feels amazing to watch it come to life. The team did a great job.
The machine, it's just amazing that how quiet it is. The machine and truck just sat solid. Boys have achieved the goal they went after. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I believe that we have just created the world's largest tow truck.
What was going through your mind, and how did you feel being the first operator to ever pick 200,000 pounds with a single tow truck?
We'd get to 100,000 pounds and people were talking, and I can hear the wind blowing. It's ridiculous to pick up that much weight. I've got one guy looking at load to let me know where I'm at in load, and I've got one guy to let me know where we're at with the stress. So when the other guy's like, stop the test, anybody says stop, it's usually bad. But I didn't hear anything pop, so I'm looking around, and sure enough, the guy's like, load cells quit reading, because we maxed out to 220,000 pounds.
A lot of weight.
So much weight. So much weight.
We doubled the pounds that we pulled from the 1150R to this machine. The one thing that impressed me more than anything else during our whole testing process is that machine never bogged down, never snapped, never did a crazy pop.
I guess ultimately, John, how important is it, being Miller Industries, that we stuck to our guns and we did all of our testing at 30 degrees, meeting the SAE rating?
There isn't anybody in the world that's done what we've done in factually rating, and that was one of the things that you stressed. This was a 100-ton machine.
30 degrees.
30 degrees.
Verified. And
SAE standards, and that's what we did.
What started as a dream called Wildwood has now become a reality. That reality is the Century M100.
It's been 18 months of hard work and dedication from everybody involved in this project. I mean, your team has spent tens of thousands of hours engineering and designing what we're going to see tonight. And quite frankly, I think it's time for us to enjoy the party. So here's to the world's largest manufacturer of tow trucks, building the world's largest rotator.
And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, Miller Industries is proud to introduce the Century M100. The industry's first unit with 65,000 planetary main winches, 30,000-pound auxiliary winches, and a 30,000-pound drag winch. A maximum boom height of over 53 feet. An outrigger stance of 25 feet. A turret travel length over 12 feet. With a rating of 200,000 pounds. This is the Century M100.
Thanks for watching American Towman TV.